Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me for this pause in your day. I see I look like a fright, but you are a pause in my day. So there you go. It's early. I don't know what time is it, 9 o'clock in the morning. I've already done the grocery shopping for the week and mowed the lawn, and I'm watering the lawn and thinking of having my first social distancing gathering of friends um, tonight in the yard if the weather holds, which it should. I mean, there's not a cloud in the sky, but you never know in Rochester. As they say here, don't like the weather? Wait a minute. I was thinking as I was mowing the lawn, though, about how everybody is so quick to say that so-and-so is a good person. Have you noticed that? Somebody could have done something terrible and they don't believe it, and they'll say, oh, but he's a good person. Or somebody is accused of something and there's all kinds of evidence against them. Oh, but she's a good person. And that may be true. That may be true. But I guess my question is, what makes a good person? They might be a kind person. They might be a hardworking person. They might be someone who has been very nice to me, kind of person. But are they a good person? And who can judge that? I mean, I'm in the business of saying that everybody can start over and we can always be recreated. If I didn't believe people could change, I'm in the wrong profession, right? Of course people can change. God can do anything. So that's not to say that someone is not capable of being a good person. But what is it that makes a good person? I don't know that I know the answer, really. I mean, I can, talk about people of faith. I can talk about people who have ethical behavior. But what makes a good person? I'm going to be pondering this one all day, so I hope you are too. Is a good person someone who lives their faith? I think my faith helps me to be a better person. Whenever I think of this, I keep coming back to that old saying that I learned in elementary school: good, better, best, never let it rest, till the good is better and the better best. So what makes someone a best person? I don't know that either, because we can never attain perfection. Maybe it's enough to just be trying to be better every day than we were the day before. What do you think? Does that work for you? It's tricky. If someone lives out their values, are they a good person? Well, it depends on what the values are, doesn't it? If I valued greed and I think about, what was that movie, Wall Street? Well, they lived out their values, but they weren't values that I thought were, they weren't in keeping with my values. Let me put it that way. Are people who are in government good people? I hope so. Do they have my values? Not often lately. Do we excuse that? That's up to you. I tend to vote my values. Not everyone does. Or they are willing to overlook those places because, but they're good people. Well, they can be good people, but maybe not the right person for whatever it is we're asking them to do, right? Goes back to my father's story. I know I've shared in the Prayerful Pauses before about the guy who's got a stomach ache, and he asks his friends what's wrong, and one of them says, I think it's a bug, and another says, I think it's food poisoning, another one says, I think it's gas. And who are you going to believe? Or are you going to go to the expert, the doctor who went to school, who says you've got appendicitis and you need to have it out right now or you're going to die? Are they good people, those three friends? Yeah, but they're limited in their scope of knowledge around this topic. And I think that so many of us in the world today try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt, that we're so willing to say, but they're a good person. Are they? And what constitutes that? Can they be a good person if they're hurting others? Can they be a good person if they're lying? Can they be a good person if they're greedy? What's the difference between being and doing? Frank Sinatra posed that all the time. Do, be. Do, be. Do-be, do-be, do. Not original with me. Heard a great sermon on that by Reverend Dr. Larry Greenfield, who was president of the seminary when I started out. I remember that sermon, 33 years later. Amazing, isn't it? We have to do and we have to be. And in our lives, we hope they are in sync and have integrity. That's my thought for the day. I'll leave you to go off and question, what does it mean to be a good person? And where do I fit in that category? Thanks for joining me, giving me a chance to sit and relax and share these thoughts with you. Hope to see you here again. I'm Pastor Deb Swift of South Presbyterian Church in Rochester, New York. You've been watching A Prayerful Pause with the pastor, a few minutes that we carve out of every weekday to think of something greater than ourselves. So I'll see you next time. Be safe, be careful. Take care. God bless. Bye for now.